I first heard of white label space by discovering Andrew Barton online, and we chatted, and I had the intention myself at the time that I wanted to see if I could form a purely Australian GLXP team, and I quickly discovered that that was purest fiction. That was complete nonsense. And in chatting, and in many friendly conversations I had with Andrew, it became quite clear that Andrew really knew his stuff, and that it made a lot more sense for us to support Andrew's efforts. White Label Space actually are an Australian team. They have an important Australian contingent, and part of this effort, from my perspective, is also to show Australians that we need to be involved in space, and not just by talking about it, but by doing it. Lunar Numbat are working with ASRI, the Australian Space Research Institute, on their OSROC 2.5 development to make throttle control for the engine that's used on the OSROC 2.5. So we're making the avionics that will control the throttle for both the liquid oxygen and also the RP1, which is the kerosene, into the engine, so that the flight computer on the rocket can determine what kind of level it wants the throttle to be at, and send that signal over a CAN bus to the throttle control. The throttle control will then just make all the decisions necessary as to where the throttle is now, where it needs to be, and make that adjustment. We've already built all of the hardware involved for this. We're doing all the coding at the moment, and we're quite excited to be involved in a static test of the engine, which hopefully will be coming soon. And yeah, I absolutely can't wait to see this thing fly. And then from OSROC 2.5, ASRI's intentions are to take the experience and the technologies they develop from that to go towards OSROC Nano, which will be quite an important development. So we're quite happy with it. In fact, over the moon to be involved with it. Quite delighted. This throttle control that we're working on can then be used on the lunar lander of the White Label Space mission, so that as the lander descends towards the surface of the moon, it can take feedback and control from the flight computer of the lander to tell it what the throttle settings should be on the rocket, and then those changes will be made by the throttle control.